Hey there, everyone. Good afternoon, YouTube subscribers. It is 9:42 p.m., July 17th, 2017, and or 2017. I don't know why I said it like that, but I wanted to make a video. Kind of been about 5 days or so since I made the last one, and I kind of wanted to talk about drug addiction. It don't matter what you're addicted to, but I want to kind of specify the the hardcore drugs like cocaine, meth, heroin, even prescription pills can be pretty damn dangerous. And I'm going to talk about my scenario on one video I did talk about, and I posted it last year how I got off cocaine, but I ended up um, oh, what's the word? Relapsed, or I got back on it because weak-minded, and there's no reason to get back into doing drugs when shit ain't going your way, or someone died, or you're losing your home, or you lost your job. There's no reason to get on drugs, and my drug of choice was crack, freebasing. I was living down in Florida at one time and using cocaine. But then when I moved to Arkansas, the price, well, the price on cocaine was more expensive, but it wasn't popular. See, the drug of choice in Arkansas is meth, or a lot of people like to call it ice. It's the same shit pretty much. But I just like the crack because I didn't want to be wired up on something for days and then have a nasty come off for about a week. Crack, you take a hit, you had an instant high, it felt good, it got you horny and whatnot, and it lasts anywhere from a minute to 5 minutes. And I was on this crack for back in 2016. Oh, golly, probably from like July till November 2nd is when it lasted. And it just, I never had no problems with it when I smoked it because I only did it about maybe 3 to 4 times a week. But let me tell you something. Out of all the drugs, you blow a hole in your pocketbook faster than any drug when you do crack. I mean, heroin's the number one most addictive, but crack, it's quick. You smoke it, you're burning your money like you're lighting it on fire. I'm telling you what. There was one time where I went to buy like an 8 ball, which is $150. I smoked it all up in like 3 hours, for real. And I guess the crack I was getting was pretty good because I never had a bad come off or anything, and the only come off I had was just I felt like shit. Like I wanted more. I wanted more, and sorry, my nose is itching. No, I ain't been doing no coke either. But yeah, it was just terrible. You're blowing your money, and I just didn't think like nothing bad would happen to my health. I just felt like I'd just be like these people who could, you know, live with it till November 2nd, about a little bit before November. Nothing bad happened, but a friend, he was a friend. He sold psychedelics, but he introduced me to a substance called DMT. Now, DMT is one of the world's strongest hallucinogenics, and it's supposed to help people with a lot of things, from drug addiction to post-traumatic stress disorder to, bad childhood memories, a lot of things. And I did smoke this DMT, and it kind of did open up my eyes a little bit wider and realize, if you keep messing with this stuff, you're going to die. Um, so November 2nd, 2016, I quit the crack. I dropped it. But then, when I broke up with my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend of 7 years, the beginning of January, and moved out beginning of February, I got with the rebound chick. She turned out to be psycho, lied about being pregnant. That I'll talk about in another video. But when I ended it with her in about mid-March to later March, that's when I realized I felt like shit. Um, I was dabbling in it, and I was I put the crack before anything. I quit my job delivering pizzas to spend more time with this drug, getting high off it. 2 sessions a day. 2 sessions meaning the sessions would last for about 3 hours, and I knew how to string it out. And it was just a rotten life. All I would do is I was unemployed, dealing other drugs, marijuana, hallucinogens. At that time, I should have probably smoked some DMT, a huge load of it, to have a wake-up call. But I didn't. I was so unhappy because I lost a rebound chick. I lost the girl of 7 years. And it was like I kind of just wanted to die, you know. And I had my income tax money, so I had a good amount of money. And I was spending anywhere from $40 to $80 a day on this stuff. That's like about damn near $1,000 a week of crack. So I was broke in no time. And when you're selling drugs and you're doing drugs, that don't mix. You pick one side. You're either going to be the drug addict or you're going to be the drug dealer. But um, the places I went to go get the crack, not a good area. Bad neighborhood, black neighborhood, you know. I mean, there's white people that do it. I'm not going to pick on the black community, but that's where you go to get it. And a lot of these black people you go to see just don't give a damn about their life. You know, 1 minute they could be cool with you, and the next minute they could rob you. Um, a lot of these black people who did the crack had HIV or full-blown AIDS, were convicted felons, or probably just had personal problems. But I knew some of the ones who had HIV, and when you get on a hardcore drug like crack or meth or heroin, I mean, it's the devil's drug, and you do some pretty devious things. I mean, there's some people that'll go rob and kill, and there's some people that'll do sexual things for the drug. I mean, I never did neither one. I just had the money, and when the money was out, it was gone. And that's when you realize you're screwed and you got a problem. What really made me quit crack, and I thought it's just Coke and baking soda. Oh, they can lace this shit up with a lot of stuff. They could cook it on the stove and just, they could probably be putting, I don't know much about it, how to cook it or anything. I tried cooking it once and it failed. But for anyone who's real educated on it, it can be laced with stuff, you know. Um, I think there's two versions of it. One day I was smoking crack, and I just bought a sack, like $40, and it looked like about $80 worth of crack. And I wasn't even put maybe 1/4 into the little sack. And my heart started beating fast. I started having an anxiety attack, and it felt like I was going to die. Like, it was so scary. Like, I can't even just stand talking about it. I took the shit and threw it in the toilet and told myself, dear God, no more. You know, because I was so scared I was going to get a heart attack or something. And I ended up experiencing another episode of that with meth the day after Cinco de Mayo, which was this year. And I ended up having to go to the hospital in an ambulance because a lot of people want to tell me, oh, you know, the tweakers, the meth heads, oh, you're just a little virgin boy at it. You're just having to come off and everything. No. Say I had a heart attack. Say my heart were to explode, okay? Yeah, I might have needed a chill pill, which that's what they gave me at the hospital. But um, my life is more important. I'm better than that. And for any of y'all doing those drugs, you're better than that. Because um, that was just horrifying. You might think you're bad, and there's days where you probably say, I'm ready to die. But till you feel the Grim Reaper squeezing your heart, that's when you say, oh, I'm not as big and bad as I thought I was. Because death can be scary. When I was trapped in that apartment, all by myself, no one, to help me when my heart was beating fast. The first time it was beating fast, I mean, I calmed myself down. How I did it, I don't know. But I'm just glad I didn't die. And there's a reason for me to be on this earth. And had I kept doing this addiction, I probably would be dead. And I haven't gone to a doctor to get a physical checkup. I probably should, but I'm clean of drugs. I don't even smoke pot no more. I might, if it's around, maybe one hit. I don't do cigarettes no more. The only drugs I think I like, I mean, I don't have no problem with marijuana. I think it's fine. I just don't like how people abuse it. But I really love psychedelics, shrooms, and the DMT because that can give you a real spiritual awakening used the right way. LSD, too intense. And it's not like the LSD people were using back in the 50s, 60s, or 70s. They've tweaked it up too much. And that'll be another episode I'll get into. But the bottom line is if you're watching this video and you're a crackhead, heroin addict, meth head, you probably just need to quit. I mean, it's not just, oh, well, could you go to jail and everything? Well, yeah, you could go to jail, but do you want to die? Do you want to end up in a coma? Because I knew people that OD'd and went to a coma, even on pills, pharmaceutical pills. So, yeah, stay clean and get off the shit because if you're smoking this crack and it's doing that to your heart, It probably ain't just no baking soda and Coke. You need to get off it right now. Go to the doctor and just tell them what's going on and that you want to clean up, and they'll give you a chill pill and they'll give you some fruit and some yogurt and some veggies, and just pray to God and just take it one day forward and you're going to be all right. And treat your heart with tender love and care and get into exercising and hang around the right crowd, because these drug dealers don't give a goddamn about you. They just want your money, and they're not going to come to your funeral. So get off the drugs and grow a damn brain before it's too late, because you don't want your spouse, your kids, or your family weeping over you at your funeral. It's not worth it. But this video is like 16 minutes and 8 seconds long. I'm hoping to turn out good, and I hope this video changes people and gets them on the right track, and I'm going to try and make some more motivational videos. If any of y'all got any comments on like what I should do with maybe the background, I mean, this is my bedroom. Maybe I'll do some videos outside in the backyard or at the park or something to give it a glow. Just let me know. But I'm going to cut the video short, so y'all take care. Good night.